Scholars. I can't believe I had to do one of these videos. I was going to do a video on essentially Destiny Rising. But I feel like this is going to be a short and sweet video to talk about my thoughts. And I'm going to not do this very often, but I feel like it's noted. It's a video to shame shitty human beings. I think it's a series. I think we just need to shame shitty human beings. And here's the prime one. We have Mr. Airborne Pathfinder. Absolutely a shitty human being. So, if you know, I did a video on Joker saying, I finally reacted to Joker. He's also critical of Destiny. And like I said, I usually don't give a shit about, you know, if you know me in the comment section, if people give me shitty comments, I usually take a troll route and I will jab them. I will milk them for the algorithm, though I don't really care, but I will take advantage of them and I will use them for general entertainment. I will be a troll. I don't usually get offended. However, it irked me to some regard when Airborne, this shitty human being, decided to say, "Aren't you the janitor at my kid's school?" I know my janitors. They're amazing people at the school. In fact, I even knew the janitors when I worked at Walmart, when I worked at a resident assistant. These are human beings. And to use that, it's a clear way to try to make an insult, as if being a janitor is less than. It's a very thankless job. And if you work in a community, you know your janitors because they literally get shit done. They clean up the shit, especially if you work in a school. So it irks me. So we have Sergeant Schultz saying, "Hey, it's a good job." And I said, "Wait, you have a kid, you're spending your time butthurt commenting online," which is a self-report when you say my kids. Imagine neglecting your child to be a loser online. What a pathetic parent. Again, you already kind of peeved me off talking about janitors as if they're less than. I'm going to make you feel like a piece of shit that you are. And you know, I'm really good at pissing people off. Airborne Dumbass says, "Funny guy, but attack me for making a joke because I can't see you as a school counselor, only as a janitor." Again, seeing it as if it was less than isn't helping your case much. Because if we compare our lives, mine is significant. Yours is not. Wow. Again, a counselor, janitor, man, you know, not significant. I don't play those games. Yes, your online persona is washed and dried up, and conduct like this further confirms you have no business having a platform and you have no business being a school counselor. No kid should ever take advice from someone like you. Again, it is funny when you manage to piss them off. They get so upset. And again, I have no problem throwing shade back just to piss them off. Nah, now you're self-reporting because here you are in the comment section ignoring your kids, acting like a loser. See, I benefit from the algo when interacting with losers like you, but you get zero benefit. Neither does your kids. I would worry about your own kid before others, especially having been raised by someone who is habitually online and can't seem to go about their day without being butthurt by a video. Again, self-report from you. Nah, I'm stating a fact. You also talk about janitors as if it's not an important job, which, trust me, anyone who has a community at their job knows the janitors have a thankless job, so everyone remembers them, unlike you, where no one will remember you. Just hope your child does if you're stuck online all the time. Maybe the kid's mom will find a stepdad that'll go outside and touch grass instead of a keyboard and be a real dad unlike you. But continue to prove my case. Chef's kiss when people just continue to prove your case by being a piece of shit. Listen, I will be an asshole, but you start the asshole train, I will go choo-choo. Wait, what's wrong with being a janitor? What do you do for work that you're so great you have time to leave BS comments on YouTube? Nobody was talking about a janitor. Aren't you my janitor? Yes, people were talking about it. Yes. Can't you only as a janitor? Okay, again, you're using janitor as a way of being an insult. That's the thing. You're not saying, hey, I just don't see you as a school counselor. You could just say that, hey, I don't see you as a school counselor. But you're intentionally using janitor as a replacement, as if it's an inference that it's less than. Oh, you're not worth being a counselor, just a janitor, as if that's not important on its own. Like, in my mind, being having janitors is very important. Can you imagine how much trouble businesses would be without janitors to clean up shit? Do you think the managers are going to do it? Probably not. You think customers are going to do it? Probably not. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. Oh, I pissed him off. You know, I did. You know, you did a good job when they start ranting like 20 hours ago. Like, this is from a day ago. And he's just ranting. Not being an important job. However, you act like a child, constantly calling other people names who don't agree with you. You're not fit to be giving anyone kid advice, let alone calling me out. You don't know me, but I know you. I know you. You don't know my... You know what's funny? I'm sure your kids don't know you, though. That's what's sad, is it? You know me more than you know your kids. That's what's sad. FYI, you say you know me. You should focus on knowing your kids more, buddy. Because if you stay online, they won't know who you are. I'm an asshole. I don't care. I'd love to sit down and have this conversation face to face. Remind you that you're accountable for your words when you start attacking me as a parent. You should take your own advice and be accountable for yourself, you dumbass. You're literally habitually online. Be accountable for your own child. Is it wrong? Is it wrong with it? I'm saying your guidance counselor when you're actually janitor is lying. Your guidance counselor. You don't even know. That's not what I do, you dumbass. I don't guidance career, you dumb freaking ass. Nobody was hurt by your video. Clearly you were, because you literally had to post about this. You had, why would you post this? We're talking about Destiny. We're talking about reacting to someone else. And you're talking about something that's completely different. Tell me how you're not butthurt. It wasn't even really your video. You were reacting to somebody else's because you're lazy and can't come up with anything original. I can tell you're lazy by the way you carry yourself, the way you dress, the way you talk. Everything about you screams, I'm lazy. Wow. That's hilarious. I have a nice suit on. I have a nerd shirt. What, you want me to... Do you think I dress up at home like I do at fucking work? You think you want me to wear my work clothes all day? I know you. Yes, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you've been waiting to make a comment. These streamers think they're above the rules. I watch this people talk shit to anyone who disagrees with opinions. Someone makes a joke because he doesn't actually look like a janitor at my kid's school, and he wants to be butthurt and respond talking about me as a parent, but I made a joke. Yeah, you made a joke at the expense of someone's actual career, thinking that's less than. You're just a piece of shit. Everyone is accountable for the words, even if they're said in made-up world. Judging by the way you look, my man, you probably need to touch some grass, at least a treadmill. Hey, you're just mad that I've got more hair than you do on your balls, so it's okay. Picking up something to eat other than a donut might help too. To be clear, you're saying you're obese. Very much so. I'm concerned for your health. Maybe drink some water because you're sounding confused and stupid. Lastly, for God's sake, take a shower. You stink. I bet money you're a pog and not a Pathfinder. Especially since you changed your picture right after you posted this. Where'd you train? Where'd you get your Pathfinder tab? Don't come in here like, I'll speak to me a parent like that is wrong. You're a Pathfinder. Stop acting like some high-speed motherfucker. And janitors are an important job, and they're often not properly recognized. However, let's not kid ourselves and pretend that they were successful at life because they landed the job. That's exactly the problem with gaming. We recognize tiers when it comes to things like skill rewards. What the fuck are you even going on? We're bringing back. There's a difference besides video games and a real job, you dumb mother. can't make this up. I can't. This is why I'm making a video, because this is some of the rabbit holes I go down. That if you ever want to know some of the delusion from the Destiny community, it's this right here. And I'm so glad I can capture some footage, because it's so rejuvenating to show people some of the insanity that I go through, and I only do it for content. It is so easy to just right click and block and ban someone, but I do this strictly for content's sake, because the Destiny community has some absolutely loose in the head people. Just like streamers say it's good if you can't get the lighthouse or whatever. Well, if you're a janitor, get good and get... There's no shot. Just like all the streamers say, get good if you can't get to the lighthouse or whatever. If you're a janitor, get good and get a higher paying job. Man, I'm so glad we have these conversations. You cannot make this up, man. Yes, because getting good at a video game is the same thing as getting good and getting a better job. It works the same way. Absolutely. You just queue up the next game in life, and you're just like, you know what? I don't like this. I'm gonna choose the billionaire mode. You know, in life you get to choose your modes, like PvP and Destiny. I'm gonna choose the billionaire node. I'm gonna boot up and I'm gonna go through matchmaking and see how I do. You know, I'm gonna work my way through that. Yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be able to get my skills up. Thank you. Yeah, totally. Absolutely the same. Woo! And when I fail at trials, you know, the same thing happens in life. You know, you just run it back, right? There's no consequences in life when things pan out. You don't lose, you know, go homeless or anything. No, that never happens. I'm just going to run it back at like trials, and like nothing is lost at all in life. Thank you for making that comparison. I love the fact that I can piss this guy off. Oh, wait, that only works one way. We only apply the logic to fictional things. Your YouTube account is a year old. I'm saying you're not Airborne Pathfinder US number. That's lying. You just got all butthurt at him. I'm not anymore. I was both Airborne, Air Assault, Pathfinder. Dude, and you need to go get some mental health. I've served with the following units. Account is a year old because I was medically retired from injuries in combat. Also, when you were medically retired from injuries, was it from from brain damage? I think you self-reported with that trials versus real life comparison. Thanks for the laugh. Sure thing, buddy. I've got lakefront property areas that I'd sell you. All right, here's my response. You've only proven my point by being habitually on. You're butthurt because most of the people just go on about their day. Again, you're neglecting your children. I feel bad for them. They have a dad who's ranting on YouTube like a guy on Reddit. I hope they get a stepdad that pays more attention. Also, you absolutely were making inferences that janitors weren't important, which is why you took the route of using them as some kind of insult with your initial comment. I'm going to take this for footage. I'm going to mock you, teabag you both video-wise and verbally. Then I'm going to let you watch it. Then I'm going to ban you for being a pathetic piece of shit so you can go give your child actual love. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. You're going to watch this. He's going to watch this. And then I'm going to ban him. And I'm going to say thank you for being so fucking stupid that you give me good content. And I hope and I pray that your child gets love from someone, because apparently it's not from you. If you are this upset about someone reacting to a Destiny video and you're having that much of an emotional reaction to a fucking video game that you're comparing it to real life, you need help, and I feel sorry for your child. I am terrified for your child if this is how you are spending your time online about a fucking video game. I'm gonna be low key. I have a kid, my ass is gonna be spending time watching them grow up. And then when they move out, then I'm going back to being online and being, you know, the way I am. But my kids come first, not my addiction to online, especially getting upset about a fucking video game. That is insane. Upset because I reacted to a video and he did not like it. And just spamming. Again, I get benefit from the algorithm. Now, the reason I'd say I'm willing to ban him now is that the algorithms kind of died down this video, that, you know, the views, everything, you know, people watching ads, all that goes down after a couple days. So it's pointless. So that's why I'm okay with banning him, because now it's pointless to farm him for the algorithm. But it was good for a video to showcase the mentally challenged of the Destiny community, that people who have children who should be staying and attending to their child are out here just going nuts. By the way, I will play. You want to play stupid games, you're going to get stupid prizes. I'm not afraid to be that asshole. I am not afraid. I don't care. When I do my job, I do it out of kindness and love. But when I'm at home, I don't have to be a slave to your stupidity. Sorry. I will milk you for everything I can, and you're going to live in your bubble and be upset, and I can go to bed sleeping fine. But what really kind of pissed me off was this inference that you're using janitors as a punching bag. Oh, I don't see you as a counselor. I see you as less than, as if janitors weren't important. You are a piece of shit. I hope that the mother of the children finds someone that is more of a man than you. Because when you have to start punching down because of a video game or trying to insinuate that you're better than janitors, you're pathetic. Now go take care of your kid, you dumb piece of shit. Holy, I hope I never become some of these parents. I hope I could go and talk about some of the parents I've dealt with at school who aren't being parents. Like, I want to make sure that my child gets more love and attention than than people like this. You can call me fat. You can call me stinky, which is really weird because I literally took a shower. You can say all you want, because at the end of the day, those things can be changed. You know what can't be changed? You being a loser and a deadbeat dad. Because I guarantee I'd be a better father than you any day. Hell, I think I'm a better cat owner than you are. That's it. That's the mini rant. Thanks for the 18-minute clip video of you just being a total dumbass. Thanks for that, Chief. That's just a little insight of what I deal with. Usually I just either farm them and then ban them later. But in this case, I decided to make a video of it. Just don't go in the comment section being an asshole. You want to call me names, call me names. But show some respect to people. There's no reason to start attacking people's jobs. And I don't mean my job. I mean talking about other people, trying to use them as some kind of punching bag. There are great, amazing people who are janitors. You should show respect. Just because it's a thankless job doesn't mean that you can get away with beating down on them. Fuck you. I will advocate that we should show these people respect. But you're a piece of shit. You'll be forgotten the next day. But thanks for the free content. That's the only thing you're useful in life, because apparently being a dad isn't one of them. I'll see you later. Until next time, game out.